Well, okay here. Wow. We got some stuff on here. I am hoping, that everybody's doing okay out there. I know you should be quarantined with a mask, this kind of stuff like that, but that is if you get around other people. Now, I hope everybody's doing okay. I really, really do. And, everybody out there in Pottery Land, hello! Now, I am getting ready to make some cheap, and when I say the word cheap and easy glaze. What I've done is I have some synthetic. I have some synthetic glaze that I'm going to use. This is yellow and this is red. It's got numbers on it. I'm not too concerned with that right now. And I've got a whole bunch of pottery out here right now that I'm going to do a refiring. Well, some of it hasn't been fired at all, but I'm going to do a refiring, and I'm going to raise the temp up to a cone 6. And the glaze that I'm making today is what I'm doing is I'm going to use a clear glaze and use some synthetic to actually to make this glaze. So I'm going to use a synthetic and a clear glaze that was pre-made to make whatever we have here. So I'm going to do that, and that way it's a lot cheaper. And I know that pottery glaze is expensive. I can buy 3.5 gallons of clear glaze for having it shipped to me for $80. Sounds like a lot? It's not. Then if I take that there and make a small amount of glaze, you buy a synthetic, and what that would do is that would make your color that you're looking for, and you would then have a lot of glaze for little to nothing. You're not going to spend no $12 to $16 for a pint, which, let me see, this is, I believe this is a pint-sized jar. Yeah, this is about a pint. Now, this would cost you $12 to $16 from one of the big manufacturers that you always see online, or but hey, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna take all this stuff here, boom, boom, yeah, all my pottery friends out there in Pottery Land, we are going to mix up some of this. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all know that color, so that means you know what brand it is. For those of you who have been, let's say, doing this for a while. So, all right. What you do is you get this all mixed up real good, and you're going to then, now that you get that done, sorry the music isn't any better than that, but alright, rinse that off real quick. over here in my rinsing bucket. Now, all right. Now, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to okay, sound effects. Oh, hey, y'all remember from the other videos where I made let me see here. Where's that other one at? Ah, it's all the way over there. All right, y'all remember that I made the screen sifters the screen funnel sifters or whatever. You know, I put I think I put 100 mesh on these rascals, you know, but at least I think I did. I don't remember. I know it was a minimum of 80, but I put some the mesh screen on each of these, and this one was cheap and easy for sure. This one here I had to buy it at a garage sale and then put the screen in it, and it cost me a whole quarter, you know. So you know, I mean, you know, I just love to spend money. So 25 cents. Now what I'm going to do is since this is roughly 32, this is roughly 32 ounces. This right here, this is roughly 32 ounces. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take that 32 ounces that I'm going to have, and I did the math on my fancy calculator here. Did the math on the fancy calculator, and it's going to be about 6 point. Let me see here. We take the 32 ounces that it's going to be on there, and you're going to divide that or times the. Let me see here. Yep, sound effects. We're gonna times. Nope. 32 times. We want 2%. No, don't want 22. We want 2%, and that's going to equal 0.64 ounces of colorant that we're going to need. So we're going to, let me see, no, that's 1.5, well, at least one, minimum of 1%, but I'm going to put a total of 3% because I want the color a little extra strong in this quart. So if I put if I put 1.5 to 2 ounces should be enough, and we'll find out, you know, because I will test it before I put it on pottery anyway. So I will take that. Now, oh, by the way, now y'all know that, you know, all this social distancing of everybody. You know, you always want to wear a mask about being around everybody if you go to the grocery store and that kind of stuff. And man, this is the worst. This is probably the worst thing that I've seen in forever. You know, especially around in the United States. You know, I've been around for a long time, and I mean, I'm older than a lot of the potters that are out there doing it right now. But I'm just hoping everybody stays safe. I really do. But hey, back to the mask. The mask is going to also protect you from any of the things that you're going to weigh up, and that's very, very important. So hey, you know, hey, we're going to go back over here, and I'm going to get out the scales here. So we've got there we go. We got Mr. Scale. Mr. Scale is going to, all right. I am, all right. I got my handy dandy gloves, which I will use not only to protect my, yep, that was terrible. But anyhow, hopefully I don't do that no more. But I've got this, and you know, I saw a video online of where, and I can't remember the name of the potter that did it, and that's where I got my idea. I would not have used a clear glaze and the other glaze that I wouldn't have used the other, you know, the synthetic colorant with a clear glaze if I wouldn't have saw the other video. And I cannot remember who it is, but the guy had probably one of the best ideas I've ever seen, because what it is, you reduce the cost of everything you're making that way. I mean, by a lot. So I'm going to take that. Let me see here. What am I using? I'm going to use this. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to turn that on. We're going to reset that rascal. And there's the 0.6. I don't know if I don't know if I can show you that on that or not. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can. Okay, hopefully. Now that's 1 times the amount. I'm going to double, a minimum of doubling that amount. Be a 1.2. Yeah. Oh my. Here we go, here we go. Yes. Alright. Now, I'm having a fit here right now. Got that. And because my scale messed up, I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to reset it again so I can get a clear tare weight. Then that's one. I need 1.2 minimum, you know. So as long as that thing's moving, it's doing good. All right, now. All right, that there's a 1.4. Yeah. I want a total of 2 ounces is what I want. There we go. Now I wanted 2 ounces is what I was shooting for. All right, I got the 2 ounces. Now I've got the amount that I need, or I'm looking for. Close this back up. Now, okay, got 2 ounces there. What I'm going to do is get my thing there. I'm going to, no, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this right here. I had to think real quick. I don't want to, okay, I'm going to put some of the clear glaze, you know, that I'm getting out of the bucket, and then I'm going to take it over here and put it in this container here. So this is not going to make any difference. I'm going to fill this rascal up. I want to get some of the liquid in this right now. So what I'm doing, get some of the liquid in here, and that way it covers it good enough to where when I go to sieve, use my little sifter, it will be good. All right. Now, we'll put some in my other container. You know, this seems like an awful lot of damn work, but I'm going to tell you what. If you don't do this, you know, I mean, it's all in saving money, is what it is. I mean, a lot of potters have a lot of free time. A lot of them don't, you know. It's like me, you know. I don't do pottery all the time. I'd like to, but I don't. So, all right. Now, I put that into the clear glaze, and I'm gonna mix that rascal up here real quick. Find something to do it with. Boom, boom. All right. Now, I get one of my famous stir sticks. You know, hey, I'm gonna mix this rascal up right here. Mix it up to that, into that glaze. Since this is a synthetic, it's gonna absorb anything and everything. And you would not think that anything's going to happen with this, but it will. So, by doing this, then I'm going to yeah, I'm going to put that on there like that, and I want to put a little more in there to make it a little more thinner than what it is in there, because that dry compound mix that up. Alright, and you know, regardless what type of mix you're using for with, you know, the compound that you're using to make your glaze, or the premix that you're using to blend it in there. You see it's got chunks in it, so best thing you can do is sieve it through your funnel, which I had already showed you how to make. you know, which, you know, a lot of people don't look at the fine details until it's too late. So, what we're going to do now, is I'm just going to stir that screen a little bit. And it will, the powder, we're going to make sure it gets dissolved by putting it through that real fine screen. And if there's any chunks of solution that has not been thoroughly sieved, that came from the clear glaze, then we're going, it's gonna thin it out too. Get all those little chips and chunks out of there, and they will be caught by the screen, which I can see right now that, man, there are some chunky pieces in here, which you would not think you would get that, but hey, I did. And this way it makes it a much finer or refined glaze when you get ready to use it. And that's the idea behind it. So, I mean, I wish I could remember who the potter was that I got this idea from. I mean, it was a great idea, you know, to use a clear glaze and a synthetic in order to make your glaze. You know, the guy's got a good head on his shoulders. Now, I mean, we could have done everything from scratch and saved even more money, but you have to buy a lot more chemicals and stuff. You can, this here, all you got to do is buy 1 bucket of glaze and a clear glaze, and then a synthetic that you want to make your stuff off of. I mean, and I don't have to use a whole lot of the clear in order to let's say make any of the glazes. I can save the clear to use it as clear. And then I can make my small containers of whatever in whatever color I want. So that's the idea. I mean, I'm gonna make a, on the red, which a lot of people don't use, but I'm gonna make a gallon of it. I'm gonna make a gallon of the red, you know, so that way I know what I have. So I hope that this will give you a good idea of what you can do on making your glazes. I mean, you know, it's very important, and to make a good glaze of what you're going to use. I mean, right now this is all cone 6 that I'm making, and all of the people that would normally, okay, I'm not dealing with the powders now. Okay, mask is off. Hey, you know, I'm not robbing nobody. Now, I want to make sure that the people that come over here that do the workshops and make their stuff, I want to make sure that they have, you know, some really good glazes to use. That's what I'm working forward at. So you know, I want them to have a good time. I want them to understand how to make the pottery, and then I want them to make a you know, regardless how good the pieces are, they still need to have a good glaze to go with it. And I mean, it makes me feel good inside to do all of this for the people that come over here and make pieces. So, and I know that everybody that has a workshop on this type of stuff, I know that they do the same thing that I'm doing. So I'm making yellow right now, and yellow, and I'm gonna use this on the red now, and that's that red is right up there. That's 60-25, and hey, I'm gonna finish this up here real quick. I mean, I don't want to bore the daylights out of you from all the things I'm doing. So, I'm going to, hey, this is Eddie from Eddiespottery. Everybody be safe out there, and hey, out there in pottery land, be safe, and hey, I'll see you next time. Oh, hey, please remember, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks much. Talk to you, or I will see you in the next video. Bye.